Good morning. My name is Catherine Daw, principal of Triton High School. On behalf of the faculty and administration of Triton, I am happy to welcome the parents, guardians, relatives, and friends of our graduates to the 2013 commencement ceremony. We request that everyone remain in their seats during the entire ceremony in order to extend every courtesy to all in attendance. Photographs can be taken at the podium after the graduates march out at the end of the ceremony. Thank you for understanding and respecting our wishes. It is a distinct honor and a great pleasure to present to you the graduates of the class of 2013. Please remain standing for the national anthem. At this time, I ask all of us to observe a moment of silence in memory of the members of our armed forces who have lost their lives in service and those that serve our nation today. Thank you. Please be seated. I would like to introduce our guests for today's ceremony and ask them to briefly rise when their name is announced. The chairperson of the Triton Regional School Committee, Ms. Deborah Choate from Newbury. And the following members of the school committee: from Newbury, Ms. Suzanne Densmore; from Newbury, Ms. Robin Williams; Salisbury, Ms. Linda Litovsky; from Rowley, Ms. Mary Murphy; and from Rowley, Mr. Paul Lees. I would also like to recognize the selectmen from our towns. From Newbury, Mr. Joseph Story, Mr. Jeff Walker, and Mr. Michael Bulgaris. From Rowley, Mr. Robert Merry, Mr. Joseph Perry, and Mr. David Peterson. And also from Salisbury, Mr. Don Bolio, Mr. Ed Hunt, and Mr. Henry Richenberg. I would also like to recognize Massachusetts State Representative, the Honorable Mr. Lenny Mera. Also recognizing the Triton School District Central Office Administrators, Mr. Christopher Farmer, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Brian Forget, Assistant Superintendent, and Ms. Kim Crotto, Chief Academic Officer. It is both with pride and respect that I acknowledge the faculty, staff, and administrators present at our graduation exercise from the high school, the middle school, and each of our elementary schools. I ask the graduates and all of our guests to join me in applauding these professionals for their competence and dedication. At this time, we will hear remarks from our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Farmer.
Good morning. Members of the General Court, members of the School Committee, selectmen, Principal Dorr, Class of 2013, friends and families. Thank you to you all for being here for this important transitional event. I'm sure that we're not going to allow a little rain to dampen our celebration of the graduation of this excellent class of 2013. First, I must speak of teachers. They share a challenging profession. It's relatively rare to find people who have not tried it, who really understand the scope of commitment required to be a successful teacher. It's a constant puzzle to me that many countries offer so much more respect for what teachers do for their community than for society at large. Over the past 3 years, we've been implementing a raft of changes largely handed down by a state who seems not to know or care that adaptive change is always difficult. It takes preparation, practice, and time. As we celebrate the successes of our students, I extend my warmest personal and professional appreciation to all the staff, not just of the high school, but of all the schools our graduates have attended, for their contribution to the preparation of this graduating class for this moment and the journey ahead. It's right that I take the opportunity to recognize the appointment of Catherine Dorr as principal. When she took over in November 2011, our Viking ship was in trouble, heading for the rocks. The whole crew rose to the occasion, and we're now on a steadily improving track. I wish Catherine every success. To families and friends, I once again want to take the opportunity to recognize that all of us who work in and with schools understand and appreciate the contribution that you have made in supporting your students. Thank you. It falls to me to say other thank yous, particularly to Susan Densmore and Bob Lathrop and their musicians, to the facilities staff for organizing this space, and to the school administration in its entirety and the faculty for organizing and supporting the many events that mark the last days of school for our seniors. I'd like to address my remaining remarks to the graduating class, and so I will turn to them. As an aside, one or two of you have expressed some curiosity about my academic robes, and I should explain that my college was founded in the 15th century, and these rather odd bands are clerical bands, because most of the people who were in the colleges at the time were actually clergymen, and these bands became part of the formal academic dress of the university. But my purpose is to engage us for a few minutes in thinking about our role as change agents. The late 17th and 18th centuries are referred to as the Age of Enlightenment. It was marked by an expectation that we will be able to establish cause and effect across all aspects of human experience. It laid the foundation of modern science and mathematics and the intellectual basis of the American and French revolutions and modern democracy as we know it today. I wondered recently how we and historians will label the turn of the 20th century. The age of entitlement comes to mind. What is known as the X generation seems to have placed such an emphasis on individuality and the importance of the rights of the individual that we have forgotten, even in this Commonwealth, that with rights come responsibilities. Forgotten how we are interdependent in so many important ways. Forgotten that if we do not take care of the common good, we place the community and ourselves at risk. Essential questions for the day might well be, what responsibilities do each of us have to the community, culture, country, and world in which we live? And if we're capable of dreaming of a life more affirming, more caring, more just, are we not also collectively responsible for transforming that dream into reality? A while ago, I attended a Robert Plant concert. I hope that you all know that Robert Plant was the lead singer of Led Zeppelin, perhaps now better known for his Band of Joy and his work with Alison Krauss. The occasion reminded me of the optimism that marked the 1970s and 1980s, and how that optimism contrasts with the mood of contemporary society. If the mood of a society hurt by the willful irresponsibility of Wall Street, Tempest, and terrorism is less than optimistic, I am truly optimistic that you, the graduating class of 2013, are up to the challenge. I see in you the resilience epitomized so well by Sean Mitchell, and most recently evidenced by Boston Strong. I hear so much about the service so many of you offer to this and to the wider community in many ways. Your involvement with a variety of student activities confirms that as a student body, you care about justice, peace, equality, and the common good, and are ready not just to think about it, but to act. I am optimistic that you will carry your commitment to the common good into the lives that you will make for yourselves and others in the years to come. Thank you for your leadership that you have provided to the school over the past in so many ways. Congratulations on your graduation, and my warmest good wishes for the future. Go Vikings!
Thank you, Mr. Farmer. We will now listen to an instrumental selection performed by our high school band.
Thank you.
Our first honor speaker is the student with the second highest grade point average over 4 years. The salutatorian of the class of 2013, Matt Faulkner, as salutatorian. Matt's theme will be speaking of the past.
Wow. Not bad, huh? What a week. What a week. So I'm a math guy. I like numbers. So here's a number for you. 30% of Americans who enter high school don't graduate. And we've all made it here. So everybody here deserves tremendous credit. We've all put in a lot of work. So I thought I'd start with that. But many graduation speeches start off with a typical greeting: friends, family, classmates, followed by an introduction of the speaking topic. But today, such a greeting seems inadequate. For over the last 6 years, I have come to consider the entire class of 2013 as a family. So I'll greet you all as such. I'm thrilled to be here today at the peak of what has been a 6-year climb. Together, through middle and high school, as the class of 2013, we have accomplished great things, all leading to this summit. As salutatorian, I have been asked to speak about the past. But a synopsis of our past would be incomplete without discussing the impact of the past on our future, and without acknowledging the present. So I will begin with the latter. I would like to congratulate the entire class of 2013 for a career of scholarship, leadership, and hard work. I would like to thank the administration for providing us with a structured learning environment. And I would like to thank our teachers, who turned us from young, inexperienced students to adults, ready to tackle whatever great challenge comes next. I cannot say enough times that without everybody here today, including the staff and faculty of our school, including all the families and guests present, and especially including every single member of the class of 2013, none of this would be possible. So I'd like to thank all of you. So, our last year of high school was certainly an eventful one. We had the opportunity to make our voices heard in the presidential election. We were victorious in the annual homecoming competitions, and we even managed to survive that much-anticipated 2012 Mayan apocalypse. But even in bad times, we showed strength. We showed strength when an elementary school was attacked in Newtown, Connecticut. We showed strength when Superstorm Sandy caused devastation to many homes. And we showed strength to survive an attack on our beloved city of Boston. As a class and as a community, we have shown strength. Through these times together, we have developed a resiliency that will allow us to accomplish any goal and to impact the world in a special way. Our high school career has been full of successes, whether it's winning state championships in wrestling and golf, putting on an inspiring play or concert, or mastering material in the classroom. We as a class have achieved many great feats, and nobody will ever take those away from us. But along the way, we built something that is ever more elusive, and in my eyes, much more important. We built a family. Our class came together 6 years ago as 3 separate bodies, each one unique in its own way. Over the years, we managed to blend together, to bond together, into a cohesive, inseparable unit. Every single person sitting here today has had an impact in forming the identity of our class. If one person was removed, our class would be different in some way. I like to think of it as a great chain. Each one of us represents a link in the chain. If one link is destroyed, the chain is broken. The bonds we have formed over our years at Triton will ensure that the chain stays strong. These bonds we built will not diminish over time. Each one of us will take a different path. Some will go to college, eager to expand upon the knowledge accumulated at Triton. Others will strive to impact the world immediately and seek employment. Others still will take on the noblest task of joining our armed forces. No matter where we end up, part of us will always remain here, entangled in the bonds we made together as the class of 2013. Vince Lombardi, legendary coach of the Green Bay Packers, once said that the achievements of an organization are the results of the combined effort of each individual. Graduates, no matter where you find yourself in the future, remember these words. Our collective efforts over the past 6 years have brought us here. The same unity and teamwork that allowed us to achieve great things in the past will serve us all in the future. Live united, and you will live prosperously. Thank you, and congrats, guys.
Thank you, Matthew. We will now listen to a choral selection performed by our Triton singers.
It's future instead by what you'll hold in your head. In flashes and pieces and memories and visions at play. It's in those moments that take your breath away. It's in those moments that take your breath away.
Our second honors speaker is the student with the highest grade point average over 4 years. The valedictorian of the class of 2013, Elizabeth Proctor. As valedictorian, Elizabeth's theme will be the future.
Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, families, friends, teachers, and graduates of the class of 2013, welcome. Because I think this cannot be said enough, thank you for all of the support that you have given us as individuals and as a class. Today, I've been given the job of talking to you about the future. I don't really know how qualified I am to do this, considering I'm only 18. I have no qualifications, no degrees, and no crystal ball. If somebody out there does have these abilities to see the future, and you could share a few lottery numbers, it'd be really great. Wikipedia defines the future as the indefinite time period after the present. Yes, I used Wikipedia as a source, breaking every rule of every teacher that ever existed since the birth of Wikipedia. But just think, indefinite. There is no end to the future. Not only because the world didn't end back on December 21st, but there is no end to the future because it hasn't happened yet. Every moment that you live is your present. And all of these moments of living and breathing and working and loving add up. And one day, when you get to that age, when people look back on their lives before they got a job or had kids, you'll realize that you're living your future. The present becomes the past, the future becomes the present, and so on and so forth, forever. So, what are you going to do with your future? People like to tell other people what to do. In fact, that's kind of what I'm going to do right now, despite my lack of experiences, qualifications, and diplomas. What I'm going off of right now is 4 years of high school, a good dose of random knowledge, a dash of nerdiness, and the words of a few people who I think send a pretty good message. As kids, most of us grew up with the classic animated Disney movies. While The Hunchback of Notre Dame might not be the most popular Disney movie, I think it offers a very good lesson. One of the gargoyles in the Church of Notre Dame says, "Life's not a spectator sport. If watching is all you're going to do, then you're going to watch your life go by without you." I think this piece of advice rings true for our generation because of the technology and social media that we all have readily available. I'm willing to bet that almost all of you have your phone on you right now, and that most of you have the ability to tweet, check your Facebook, and take some pictures for Instagram too. As amazing as it is for us to be able to connect with so many different people and share our lives with them, it makes us forget sometimes the connections in front of us. You need to disengage from technology and see the people around you. This can be really scary because everyone has their own individual insecurities. It can be easier to hide behind a screen or text someone instead of having a face-to-face conversation. But that's no way to live your life. Go out and meet someone new. Instead of going on YouTube to watch a video of someone's skydiving trip, go on your own skydiving trip. We're heading off to college in just a few months, so now is the time to have fun, meet new people, and have an adventure. At times, it may seem easier to go with the flow and follow a crowd. Don't. I know every mom and dad in here has probably, at some point, asked you, If all your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it too? They don't mean that in a literal sense, because the answer there would be, yeah, it's pretty fun. Instead, what our parents are trying to say is to be someone who takes charge of your own life. Everyone here has their own unique personality and interests. The challenge is to keep them. E. Cummings once said, "It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are." Be courageous. Only you know who you are, and only you can make yourself that person. Don't change yourself for anyone else. There always have been, and always will be, closed-minded people. Don't become one of those people, and don't allow them to affect you. Whether your thing is purple hair, or being a snappy dresser, or playing sports, or even being a Republican, go ahead. As we head to the future, it's inevitable that there are going to be a few bumps in the road. Everyone has embarrassing moments, things they've done that they wish they could forget, and things that they regret. As they say, good judgment comes from making mistakes, and mistakes come from bad judgment. The important thing, though, is not to live life looking backwards. The past is a fixed thing, while the future has so many possibilities. In the words of Walt Disney, "Around here, we don't look backwards for very long. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors and doing new things, because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. Stay curious. Don't take everything at face value. Don't think that just because someone is older, they're wiser. If Steve Jobs had never questioned the inside of a computer, we would never have gotten the iPod. Ask questions and keep moving forward." The people who keep moving forward are the people who try great new things. These are the people who are not always supported by everyone, but all it takes is one person to believe in them, and that could be you. The fear of failure holds people back from trying new things. Maya Angelou is an incredible author who is able to make an incredible life for herself and help so many people to change their lives. She offers us so many pieces of advice that it's hard to choose just one thing. I believe that the most important single thing, beyond discipline and creativity, is daring to dare. So that leads us to the question, what great thing would you attempt if you knew you could not fail? Let's take a moment to think about that. What is the one thing you've always dreamed of doing? Do you want to be the engineer who builds the world's tallest building? Do you want to be the doctor that cures cancer? Maybe you're the next Shakespeare, Picasso. Whatever your dream is, don't give up. There will be times when a dream may seem impossible, when you don't know what to do next in order to succeed. It is at these times that you'll have to make the incredibly difficult decision of whether to take the easy way out or to fight your dream in the face of failure. Kurt Vonnegut is an author who many of us have read during our high school careers and was once one of these people facing failure. He said, "True terror is to wake up one morning and discover that your high school class is running the country." While this idea may have terrified Kurt Vonnegut when thinking about his class from the public schools of Indianapolis in 1940, this idea doesn't scare me so much. I know we have some pretty incredible people in this class. There are future teachers, doctors, artists, politicians, musicians, engineers, and writers, just to name a few. There are people who want to travel the world and people who want to stay right here, and that's fine. I have faith that the Triton class of 2013 will go out into the world and do good. I have faith that we have the minds and skills and the tools to tackle the world's toughest challenges. So, in case you didn't really feel like listening to my speech and you were kind of dozing off like back there, let me sum up the 5 things that I wish for you, for me, and for our entire class. 1, have an adventure. 2, be courageous. 3, keep moving forward. 4, don't give up on your dreams. And 5, have a little faith. I know that after today, we may never be all gathered together like this, and we may not all be in the same building with the same teachers, but we will always be the Triton class of 2013. A very wise woman, one who knew that things never stay the same and that tomorrow always comes, used to say, "Parting is such sweet sorrow, see you tomorrow." Congratulations, class of 2013.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I would now like to welcome the officers of the class of 2013, Jessica Bannon, Madison Estes, Michaela Ferrick, Jessica Kelly, Hunter Scanlon, and Evan Pond, where they will present the class gift. And Matt Haley.
I can't believe this is finally it. We're graduating today. But before we leave, we really want to present a few gifts to the people from the Triton community that has gotten us to where we are today.
We'd like to give a big thank you to both our senior class advisors, Ms. Herzl and Dr. Champy. We really appreciate all your help and support all these years. Thank you.
Our first gift to the Triton High School is a 52-inch flat screen TV for the cafeteria. And our second gift is a generous donation to the Taylor Brown Fund in honor of a very valued member of the class of 2013.
On behalf of Triton High School, I am pleased to accept these generous gifts from the class of 2013. At this time, I call upon Deborah Choate, the chairperson of the school committee, to award diplomas to the class of 2013. Ms. Choate will be assisted in the distribution by Mr. Farmer and senior class advisors, Ms. Lisa Hersel and Dr. Eric Champy.
Elizabeth Gay Proctor. Jessica Nicole Bannon. Madison Ashley Estes. Michaela Marion Farrick. Jessica Lynn Kelly. Leah Paige Anderholm. Michelle Danielle Anderson. Lily Carver Barrows. Alexandra Teresa Beal.
Matthew Thomas Faulkner. Matthew Miles Haley. Evan Pond. Robert Hunter Scanlon. Zachariah Ahmad Alawi. Matthew Scott Anderson. William John Anderson. Samuel Jacob Awerda. Nicholas Joseph Avery.
Sarah Elizabeth Beatty. Caroline Bransfield Benoit. Nicole Elizabeth Bork. Claire Cecile Cavanaugh. Caitlin Ellen Clark. Lauren Eve Clear. Jordan Elizabeth Copeland. Kayla Helen Cox. Haley Flo Crowley.
Connor Anthony Barry. Ryan Christopher Blaney. Clay Austin Bruneau. Jesse Jordan Caldwell. Andrew John Collins. Daniel John Colpitz. Nicholas Joseph Cornoni. Big smiles for the camera. Jordan David Crampsey. Zachary Samuel D'Agostino.
Ratasha M. Devine. Jessica Lee Deal. Michaela Conant Denellen. Marisa Lee Dorman. Janelle Olivia Doucette. Kylie Pamela May Duford. Cassandra Michelle Dumont. Danielle Ruth Dunbar.
Paul Wesley Dacey. Joseph Harrington D. Donato. Derek John Donnelly. Matthew Michael Dussault. Michael Kinsale DeLay. Jacob Albert Eaton. Michael Stephen Elliott. Garrett Mark Fowler. John Peter Frangos.
Mariah Jean Eaton. Devin Rose Faircloth. Adriana Laura Falasca. Kelsey Andrea Ferris. Jessica Lauren Fires. Sarah Jean Foster. Emily Ann Fougere. Allison Jean Gallant. Rebecca Rose Garibaldi.
Gregory Paul Gallagher. Stephen Christopher Goulart. Justin David Gould. Neil Albert Hanlon. Jonathan Mata Enriquez. Adam Jonathan Hoyt. Nicholas Batista Hopkinson.
Leah Rose Master Giovanni Hurd. Megan Elizabeth Hickey. Kaylee Elizabeth Hughes. Monica Joyce Hurley. Sherry Ellen Jameson. Jessica Nicole Janvrin. Allison Emily Jones. Casey Elizabeth Keegan. Madison Tiana Colosi.
Dimitri Hayes Hunt. Henrik Michael Jankowski. Nicholas Joseph Johnson. Tucker Lee Johnson. Justin Matthew Kelly. Matthew Connor Kelly. Travis James Neeland. Joshua Randolph Lannon. Shane David Lawson.
Alyssa Catherine Lacey. Ashley Laurie Laudenslager. Maya Mackenzie Lawrence. Carly Ann Lesage. Victoria Lee Lojek. Heather Carol McDonald. Samantha Ann McDonald. Erin Elizabeth McIsaac. Elena Catherine Marino.
Jeremy George Leondirez. Stephen Marcel Levesque. David Prescott Manning. Dylan Michael McDougall. Samuel Jackson McKenzie. William Jacob Mitchell. Brady William Moses. Stephen Tyler Murphy.
Juliana Marie McGrath. Rebecca Joyce McQueenie. Elise Jean Mitchell. Maureen Betty Moore. Caitlin Bridget O'Neill. Brianna Suzanne Orban. Ariana Nicole Particelli. Jenna Catherine Poulin. Jamie Marie Richards.
Zachary John Mislivy. Kyle Jacob Nichols. Anthony Anazong Ninthawa. Samuel John O'Leary. John Luke Packer. Scott Michael Palazzo. Dipal Vinod Kumar Patel. Ryan Edward Pirelli. Daniel Christopher Perry.
Kiana Marie Rolfe. Casey Marie Salvatore. Corey Ann Simons. Shannon Lee Sinton. Victoria Jean Skonecki. Julia Robin Snelling. Rebecca Lillian Stevens. Amanda Ann Tarlow. Paige Marie Tinkham.
Victor Rafael Ramirez. Nicholas Stefano Rando. Cody Richard Reeves. Christopher James Roosh. James Raymond Richards. Olin Alexander Monroe Richter. Mark Anthony Rosmarnovsky. Tyler Stephen Ruest. Joseph Anthony Rocco.
Kelsey Ann Trudeau. Cecilia Brody Valentine. Brittany Ann Warner. Rebecca Lynn Warner. Michaela Lee Werzanski. Paige Alexandra Wheeler. Emily Quinn White. Harley Jessica Wood.
Jared David Salmon. Carter Gray Shelter. Benjamin Palmer Stickney. Michael William Edward Thieberge. Dylan Joseph Tossi. Tyler Justin Valier. Jacob Allen Williams. Cody James Wolsick. James Benjamin Wright. And last but not least, Ethan Bachtel Young.
And now, as the principal of Triton High School, by the authority granted to me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Triton Regional School Committee, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of the class of 2013. Okay, if we could be seated just for a second. That's right, you don't want to lose your hats, so. We kind of missed a little bit there because there was a place that we were supposed to stand in and be pretty, do the tassel switching together, but that's okay. It worked well, and I saw all of you turning your tassels, so you did a fine job. You did a fine job. Once again, all of the guests are asked to remain in their seats until the graduates have exited. And I do want to say a sincere, true, heartfelt thank you to the graduates for your outstanding cooperation and behavior during today's ceremony. In order to alleviate traffic congestion following the ceremony, our entry driveway, which is normally one way, will be used for two-way traffic as you exit the campus. Please stand and applaud the graduates of the class of 2013 of Triton High School.